Hello everyone, how we doing? I didn't really expect to be uploading again today, but some pretty massive news dropped in the Pokemon's world, and I thought that it was deserving of some coverage right here. So I'm going to talk a little bit about it, what we can expect, and what's going on. So, as you can probably tell by the picture, crazy batshit stuff has been happening. Basically, the Japanese early morning Sunday TV show Pokemon Smash just aired, and what we have heard from announcements, basically, is Masuda-san came onto the show and he announced that there will not be a Pokemon Grey. There will in fact be two new games titled Pokemon Black 2 and White 2, and they are going to be basically filling in the gap of where Pokemon Grey everyone thought it would be, you know, taking into it. Now, the interesting thing about this is that not only do we get two games, but we also get two different Kyurem forms. So everyone was kind of speculating on the fact that Kyurem would have one extra form in Pokemon Grey, and now what we have is Zekrom fusion with Kyurem and a Reshiram fusion with Kyurem. So we're able to get two new forms of Kyurem, which is pretty damn cool, and both of them looking pretty badass, I must say, pretty cool. I saw some other Kyurem screenshots of potential lookalikes, you know, some faked ones which look pretty good, but these look good. I'm pretty happy with how they look personally, and it's looking to be very interesting. I mean, I really didn't expect there to be two games announced. It's kind of a shocking announcement. But the main kind of details that were leaked, or not leaked, I mean just announced in general, this will be for the Nintendo DS. It won't be for the 3DS. So I guess that's good for, you know, us kind of people doing battles, because there's no way currently to screen record 3DS stuff, which would kind of fuck things up a bit. It would screw up with salve and everything, you know, it would be generally a bit of a mess. But it is on the DS, so that's fine. It is confirmed for Japan for June of this year, so it's actually really close, the Japanese launch of the games, which means that, you know, Japanese ROMs and stuff will be dropping around that time, and most people will be able to be getting the game and doing stuff, you know, in this community around that time, which would be pretty cool. But overall, I think it's gonna be interesting. Now, I've got a few thoughts here on potentially what's gonna happen with these games, and you know, you can leave all your thoughts below in the comments and see how they match up, I guess. So first of all, I have to say that I'm kind of confused as to what they're going to do about the typing of both these new Kyurem forms, because of course you have Kyurem, which is Ice Dragon, and then both Zekrom and Reshiram, who are respectively Electric and Fire Dragon. So what's going to happen here? I'm kind of wondering, are we going to see them dropping the dragon typing completely from both these guys? Because I mean, it wouldn't really make sense for them to be, you know, Electric Ice and Fire Ice. It would be cool, of course, but I mean, the main sort of central theme around all those three pokes is Dragon. So are we going to see a triple typing? I mean, it sounds completely far-fetched, but it's something that is potentially possible to have a triple typing. It would be really fucked up and weird, but I don't know if they would even do that. I doubt they would. I really highly doubt they would, but it's a possibility. I mean, at this point, anything goes. I mean, Black and White 2, like, what the fuck? I'm kind of blown away by the fact that this is happening, as opposed to Grey being announced, which everyone... It was pretty much a safe bet that the third installment was going to be announced today, but the fact that it's two games as opposed to one, and they're calling them Black and White 2, which is like something that Nintendo never really does, is sequelize with 2. I mean, the first time they really did it as a surprising thing was Galaxy 2, and now we have Black and White. I'm not really, it's weird. It's very weird in general. A lot of it probably does have to do with sales, and they know that they will sell a fuck ton of these games, and by bringing out two titles, they're just doubling their profits instantly like that. So I mean, it's cool and stuff, but it's pretty obvious that they're going the way of the profit margin. They want to be making some cash cow out of this these two games. So but yeah, back to that idea of having triple typing. I really don't think it's going to happen, but it would be interesting, no doubt about that. It would be a cool thing to happen. and I don't know what the hell they do, but yeah, we can kind of go in Dragon Ball Z here with all these fusion things going on. Are they going to build that into the game? I doubt it. I doubt there's going to be any major changes to the black and white sort of game. The one thing which is kind of weird, though, that by titling it as a sort of sequel, you're kind of thinking that maybe the game itself will be fundamentally changed. Now, I doubt that's going to be the case. I think it's going to be along the lines of a Yellow, an Emerald, you know, the third game in the series. It's going to be the same game, but what's going to change, of course, is a few things here and there. You may be able to catch a few different things, then, you know, add a few places, I don't know. But that's generally what happens. Probably some battle tower stuff. They usually go with the battle tower stuff. Obviously, move pool, move tutors are going to be there, so that's going to be interesting because obviously on the competitive scene, we're all a big fan of the move tutors in the third game. That always makes a big difference to the metagame. So that's going to be very useful and very important, I think. But I think that. Yeah, this is going to be, I'm pretty sure it will be along the lines of what Grey would have been, which is the same game, little changes here and there, but nothing too major, really. It is going to be the same core game, and we will obviously have these 2 additional Kyurem forms. I'm guessing we'll have the actual original Kyurem as well, or even perhaps we'll have, what this means is maybe Zekrom and Kyurem, just, you know, you fuse them together or something. I'm not quite sure how it's going to work, but I'm assuming that in, you know, white and black respectively, you'll only be able to get one of these. It makes sense, and you'll have to catch Kyurem and Zekrom to get the third one. Or it might be like a Regigigas situation where you take Kyurem and Zekrom down to some place and then you activate it because you have both of them in your party. It may be some kind of thing like that. Could be anything, really. This is all complete speculation at this point, so I'm kind of just talking out my ass and kind of, you know, things off the top of my head which I think are potential things that are going to happen, really. But that's pretty much all we have as far as news goes. Not too much revealed, but I mean, relatively huge announcement, I have to say, and definitely interesting news to talk about. So I guess that, you know, if you want to talk about speculation in the comments, go ahead, do that. Leave me some comments on what you believe these games are going to do, what's going to happen with them, and if you're, you know, disappointed they're not 3DS. I know some people wanted them to be 3DS games, but DS suits me fine. It just really is an ease of access thing, really, at this point in the game, and it's better to have it on a system which has a very wide install base as opposed to the 3DS, which is kind of just picking up steam at this point. The DS has a massive install base, and obviously that massive install base have already picked up the original black and whites, so they all gonna, you know, judging by the success of the first games, people are going to want to, you know, come back to it again and get these. So that's going to be pretty much it for me. If you enjoyed, you can like. That would be nice. That would be great, etc. And you know, leave me all your comments below. I was talking a little bit about this on Facebook, and that automatically goes to my Twitter as well, so you can follow me on those social medias. And that's going to be it. That's all in the description. I will see you guys as soon as possible. But yeah, leave all your stuff below, and I'll talk to you soon. See you guys.